Rock and roll legend Gene Simmons is revealing his artwork for the first time. This October, the co-founder of KISS will give us a glimpse of his first ever art exhibit at the Animazing Gallery inside the Venetian.
Animazing.
Right?
And this morning, Mike Davis is live at the Venetian, hanging out with the rock star. Lucky you, Mike.
Not many mornings you're hanging out with the rock star. You know the hits, Going Blind, Domino, Deuce, Detroit Rock City. I mean, Hard Luck Lady, so many great songs. And now we're here with Gene Simmons, and for the first time ever, we're getting a glimpse of this artwork. First, Gene, before we get to Gene Simmons' artworks here at Animazing Gallery, you're a new resident of Las Vegas. How do you like it here so far?
I like it until I met you.
See, it's going down, but I'm going to get out of your hair in a little bit, so that would be a good thing. Now tell us, during the pandemic, the end of the road tour, pauses, and you kind of reignite your interest in art at 8 years old.
I'd just like to start my preamble by saying we're far enough away from each other.
Yes.
I think we can, I'll do mine if you do yours.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Can we do the tongue thing too? I'm only going to do it if we do the tongue, if you teach me.
He asks a question, then he follows it up with a paragraph.
Teach me the tongue thing and I'll pull it down.
I would, but the floor is dirty.
You got to do it. I'm not pulling it down unless you do it.
It was a legitimate joke. You're not going to be able to avoid that. You got to give it pregnant pause. So what was your question?
I said it. Look at this. Look at these sketches. Look at this artwork we have around us. At 8 years old, you started painting.
Yeah. So kids, here's what happened. All my life, I've been very fortunate. Blessed is the word. And we all have our secret passions that we don't think the rest of the world is going to be interested in. So when I was a kid, I was a furious doodler and drawing things, self-taught. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. And the pandemic, which was a very sad event for the whole planet, gave me the chance to be away from people and hold myself up in an industrial park up in Whistler because you couldn't go outside. People were infecting each other, like now. So wear your masks. And I just, out of the blue, said, get me some paints, get me some brushes. I'm going to just try to see what happened. And painted furiously, all kinds of different styles, semi-realism, pop, Jackson Pollock inspired stuff, just a lot of different kinds of stuff. And then socially met a guy named Nick Leon, who's in the corner. He's shy. And he said, well, what is this? Well, I paint. How long have you been painting? I just started. He said, well, this is really good. I'd like to put it up in the gallery. So here we are. So kids, take out your writing utensils or do what you do, which is beep, 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 beep. I am becoming more of a robot. October 14, 15, and 16, right here in the Animazing Art Gallery at the Palazzo, God bless you, at the Venetian. Come by. I'll be here. The first night, few of those hours is going to be for collectors and art, the people who think they're also important, but we like them too. But we like you. Come down, I'll be here. It's in the middle of the KISS tour, by the way, which starts August 17. I'm going to take some time off, fly here, and try to hang with you guys. But I'm really proud of these art pieces and very grateful to anybody that would even give me the time of day. Back to you, Chet.
Thank you. I don't want you to take my job.
Do you know the reference point? Back to you, Chet?
No, I don't.
Huntley and Brinkley. All right, Chet, there were two guys before you were born. Anyway, back.
We'll get into that during the break. But guys, go to animazing.com. You heard it. October 14th through the 16th. Amazing stuff here at Animazing inside the Venetian.
It is worth noting that none of these are prints. These are all originals. Yeah. You buy it, it's the only one, like an NFT.
See, I don't even know what an NFT is. Guys, this is what we're going to do. During the break, I'm going to convince Gene to teach me the tongue thing. When you see us next time, we're going to do that on live television. I guarantee it. Guaranteeing it, Gene.
I'm not allowed to comment.
Wow,
we met you guys in the studio.
Gene is more of a character than Mike Davis.
I know.
And he sets up his own jokes as well.
Thank you both.
Let's check back in with Mike Davis. He is hanging out this morning with Gene Simmons of KISS at the Animazing Gallery inside the Venetian, or as he says, the Palazzo.
So when I burp
bless
inside
you.
my mask, they
Mike,
can hear it, huh?
do you already have a favorite piece of artwork from Mr. Simmons?
Yes, you know, I love all this stuff in here. You can see this kind of is very reminiscent of some Kiss covers. It has that kind of feel, but look at this discipline. It's kind of like you go from Deuce or Domino to Beth or something over here. It's a little bit more ballet-esque. I love it over here. So, Gene, tell us, you're self-taught bassist. You didn't have any training when it came to artwork. You started at 8. How do you get so prolific at this? We see a lot of, you know, you're a humble guy, but how do you get to this level? It's a lot of years of practice.
I'm not humble. Look at me.
Well, you got the rock star pants.
Hey, forget about it.
No, but how do you get
I'm an only child, so I've had a lot of time to myself, and I was lucky enough to have a supportive mother, you know, who just built me. You can do anything kind of thing. And if you're lucky, you've got a mom like that. Reach for the stars, just do anything. So even as a kid, I started doodling, and all the time, if I'm sitting around, always taking notes, I like to feel, touch, all that stuff. It's not always good. You get in trouble like that.
But this all looks really good. And the parallels to when you first put the demon makeup on in the mirror, you were kind of, there was no discipline, there was a stream of thought.
Stream of consciousness. It's the best thing. Artists, painters, writers, everybody keeps talking about the childlike innocence before you learn stuff, before you edit yourself.
Right.
Just a kid playing in mud and doing that, and that's when you really express yourself. And now back to him.
That's amazing. Well, let's bring in Nick real quick. Nick Leone, the owner here of Animazing Gallery. You can come here October 14th through the 16th. Check out this great experience here, this exhibition. But Nick, maybe you can give us a little insight. I mean, how amazing is this stuff? We see a lot of artists do stuff like this, Jerry Garcia, Bob Dylan, Tony Bennett, but what kind of stands Gene Simmons's artwork from everybody else? What sets it apart?
Well, Gene, first of all, the power and the energy in his work is phenomenal. And the fact that each work is unique. What I mean by that is it's nothing is contrived. It's him. It's an expression of him at that moment. And he captures that moment. And that's the beauty of it, because you're really getting a sense of who Gene is in that moment.
It's raw. It's raw. It's all original stuff. Come here. Go to animazing.com, October 14th through the 16th. Thanks for spending some time with us, Gene. Nick, thank you so much, guys. I'll toss it back to you in the studio. Come out. RSVP. It's going to be a great experience.
All right. Excellent stuff over there. Thanks, Mike. We appreciate it.